Hey, yo, what's up, everybody? Good to see you back again. Crypto not before dark, but crypto after dark. I am Professor Keith, Keith the Simp, regular Keith, Professor Keith, just Keith. I don't care how you want to say it. Good to see y'all back here. Welcome back. We're going to go over the market tonight. It looks as though there's some small rebounds happening, some little bounces happening. Just little ones. But slowly but surely, you're seeing things try not to fall off the cliff so hard. Little by little, there's a little bit of hope glimmering in the background, which I don't particularly like, but it's happening. This is good news. It's good news that people aren't losing money like crazy. Okay? It's good news. Bad news. I don't want you to all get your hopes up and throw money around hoping that maybe you've got the right time to just go buy everything. Be careful. You need to be careful here. This is not the time to go crazy. All right? I'm not going to do what everyone thinks we're going to do and just flip out. Gonna act cool. Be cool about it. All right? So, if you haven't done so, go hit like real quick, man. 30 people on, 17 likes. Go hit like. They're free. Want to try to get to 100 likes tonight before the end of the stream. That'd be awesome. I think the most we've ever had on a stream before was 120. We trended very high for a while. Obviously, you always come back down from those highs. It's no big deal. I expected it. And I don't really care how many people we get in here. It's just a matter of trying to help people. In case you didn't know this, YouTubers like myself don't make a lot of money from this. That's not how it works. You have to have millions of followers and millions of subscribers to really make a difference, to put a dent in things. Then you have to run a ton of ads on top of that and then sell merch. Okay? I have some merch, but I don't really push it. It's just funny stuff. It's no big deal. And the ads are on here, and I think I make like $3 a month off ads, which we give away. So, let's get into some stuff. Who all's here? I see a lot of you over here chit-chatting, tiki-talking. Let's see. All right, Crypto Ricardo, bro, finally good to see you. Shorty Guzman, Frog with a Hat, what's up? Tim Carson, good to see you. Fabio. Juan Pablo, what's up? Kayaka, I said that wrong. Kayaka. What's up, Kayaka? China Matt's in the house. This is where the cool kids at. I don't know, bro, I ain't seen them yet, but you're here, so I'm happy to hang out with you. Jeremy Monroe's not even drunk yet. Good bourbon to you, Keith. Bro, I've already got it poured. On my Jameson Black Barrel again. I can smell it from here. Smells like manhood. Oswika, good to see you. Judy, good to see you both. Good to see Educated Dummy in the U.S. Tario, what's up, brother? Danny Deep Pockets, what's up, Danny? Brother Beal, what's up? Patrick Sanford, good to see you. Don, hello, gang. Hello, Don. Jag, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Buddy Wessel. Ignacio Cervantes, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Don said I stayed up for my first stream. I'm glad you stayed up, brother. I'm glad you chose to hang out with us. I'm nobody important, but you chose to hang out with me, and I appreciate the hell out of that. Real talk. When Nick, he's always late, bro. He's from Buffalo. Everyone from Buffalo is always late for everything. In case you haven't noticed, none of them have left yet. They're all a little late. What's up, Jay Moody? Good to see you, brother. Papa Nick, and there he is. Big Jeff, good to see Big Jeff back straight out of the ER, bro. Miss Kelly Slade, what's up? How are you? Joel, good to see you. JD Harris, 005, what's up, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Good to see you. G'd out, Gluten Tag, I'm sorry. I think that means what's up in speakings in Dutch. I'm not sure though. Dick Vanderville, appreciate your dedication. Watching from Australia and watched your show with James Pelton. I hope he spoke to you about LC. I have no idea who LC is, which is clearly a no. He didn't speak to me about it. But if you have a chart you'd like to look at, post it up, brother. And I'm glad to see you here. Got another thing coming up with James in August, so be ready and be able to look out for that. You'll see him talking about it, and you'll see me talking about it. We'll be back again doing some more TA for everyone. Just got home from the slavery place. What's up, Jay? Good to see you, brother. So, first things first, let's start with some charts that just jumped right out at me after the last couple of days. So the Tuesday stream and the Wednesday stream, we kind of had some stuff that started to move well, like Atom, like CRV, and some other charts, and we were able to call those out and kind of see them. Bill Urban, what's up, brother? Good to see you, Mr. Bill. We're able to see some kind of charts that were slowly progressing and slowly showing some signs that they wanted to move a little bit, which was great. We saw some small progression there. Now, we've seen even more since then. What's happened with our main hitters, right? Let's just start right off the bat with Bitcoin and Ethereum, because that's the main ones everyone's always going to talk about. I always try to start with the Bitcoin future CME chart. As we see, short-term trend has broken, which is great. What does this lead for us? Well, we did close the CME gap, it appears, perfectly, which is awesome. There is a CME gap up here at 28,000-ish, okay, 27.5 to 28.5, roughly. 29, whatever you want to call it. CME gap there. Are we on a collision course to hit it? Well, if we put some of our indicators up, we can clearly see that price action is trying to repair itself. All right. If we flip this chart upside down for just a second and we look at this thing in an inverted scale, if you were to look at this, you would say, hey, that looks like it's trying to fail on us. Correct. That would be a downtrend failing because we flipped this chart over upside down. Let's put our 8 and our 21 EMA up there real quick. Just have a look at that. And as you see, we've bounced off of the 8, straight to the 21 EMA, tagged it, and now we've fallen back off of that 21 EMA. We're bouncing around in what would be considered the wait a minute zone if you were buying, had ridden this up, and were about to sell it. Now, you don't have a sell yet. However, this is the moment when you watch very closely if you're still owning this, because you go, hey, look, this thing may sell off some more. It's in the wait a minute zone. What do my other indicators look like, right? Well, the RSI was on the floor. I don't believe the RSI flipped when we put it in inverted scale, did it? No, it didn't. The RSI didn't change a bit. That RSI is the same. If this RSI had flipped, you would see it mega overbought and about to trend down. Well, in this situation, we're trending up on the RSI. That's awesome. We went oversold. Great. That means it's time to accumulate. Some of these charts hit accumulation zones, and we'll go over some of those tonight as well. Hey, what's up, Big Deck? Saying hi, then got to go for now. Good to see you, brother. Alex Bell made it just in time. Good to see you, my friend. Sure enough, we're seeing small bullishness. At least things are trying not to drag the bottom anymore. Now, I'm not saying that this is time to go throw in a bunch of money. You're only crossing the 8 EMA. You haven't crossed the 21 EMA yet. And you don't have an 821 EMA cross, which in a bear market is crucial. We've noticed this and we've seen this, that if you don't get that 821 EMA cross, you could have a situation where you end up looking like strong. What am I talking about there? Well, I'll just show you. It's easier. Here you go. 1, 2, 3 candles closed over the 8 EMA, utter failure. 1, 2, 3 candles closed over the 8 EMA, utter failure. And this isn't a downtrend, not an uptrend, obviously. And that's the difference, okay? When we're in a downtrend, we must recognize that, and we must take more precautions not to go throwing money around at things that don't need to have money thrown at them, which is pretty much every chart. However, there are some exceptions. And what you're seeing here is Bitcoin trying its best to not drag the floor anymore and do a little something, which is awesome. What do our other indicators say? Well, we already talked about our RSI right here. MACD is going to look similar. Let's pull it up real quick. It's an easy, simple indicator. It shows us basic moves. As you see, we're still extremely below the midline. However, we do have the blue over the orange. Okay, we're over the trigger line, which is good. Just dragging the floor and trying to come off of it. This thing could still go to the midline and fail again. As you see, this thing just did the same thing back here. It switched up and then failed right back again. It's not unheard of for that to happen. So let's be prepared for that, okay? Let's throw some pivots up there. What do we see? CME chart pivot is dead right there above the 21 EMA. And I actually had this zone highlighted for a couple of days, and I took it off because the chart got messy. I shared it around a couple times. But as you see, dead on the money, our pivot sitting up there above the 21 EMA as a cock blocker. Okay? Straight up cock blocker. Price action will slow down here. And it very well may be a situation like you saw with Solana and some other ones where we get an upward price action, like you see right now, floats up and then fails back, and then makes a double bottom and tries to come up. And what am I referring to? Well, let me show you real quick. Here's Solana. The very same look. Let me move these fibs off here so you can see it a little better. You ran up, crossed over the S1 line. Great. New pivot formed. You came up, crossed over the 821, they came right back down, kind of formed a bit of a double bottom here. And now you're back over the 821 again. Still stuck under the trend line. So it's not a, oh my God, let's go buy it yet. In fact, that's a really gnarly gravestone candle right there. Don't want to see that at the top. That shows me more down is incoming or possibly incoming. It's not great. So let's walk softly here, okay? Let's not do anything rash. That's stupid. We don't want to do anything stupid here. Back to Bitcoin real quick. I just want to show the example of what I mean. So we're left with a situation of wondering. And whenever we're in a situation of wondering, going, well, gosh, I'm not sure what to do. Should we go buy? Should we go? Don't do anything. Just wait. I preach this all the time. There's no reason to hurry up and buy anything. We're in a bear market, folks. There's no reason to, oh my God, I've got it. Stop. Stop. You don't have to go buy anything. Let me take this hat off. I love my assassin's hat, by the way, but it has a green underbill. And as you see, I got a green screen behind me, so it immediately blinds whatever there because it sees green and hides it. So anyway, don't be foolish here. We don't need to try to hurry up and buy anything. This is not a bull market where everything's flying up. Could we have some relief here? Yes, we could. Wouldn't you rather make sure it's confirmed relief rather than gamble and just throw money here? This thing could still fall down to 10,000 or 5,000 or 3,000. You don't have any proof that it's not gonna. Now we can assume that it's going to stop here, but assuming does something very important that my grandma taught me a long time ago before she passed away. Assuming makes an ASS out of UME, an ass out of you and me. So let's not assume here, okay? Let's be more careful than that. We're better than that. No reason to assume. Let's be smarter than the other people and help those other people who don't know, okay? 81 people on, 47 people have hit like. Go hit like, y'all. It's free. Okay, cool. So there's my Bitcoin analysis. I don't think we're doing anything super amazing awesome yet. In fact, tomorrow's Friday, which is the candle we're currently on. I'm expecting this thing to kind of hesitate here and bounce around a bit in the wait a minute zone here. Okay, that's not unheard of either. We saw that done that many times before. If we look at the regular Bitcoin chart, which isn't the CME chart, because some people still like it, okay? Thomas Wilson, 111. LOL, I can't believe you brought out the old assume saying. Bro, my grandma's old school, bro. I'm old Southern, dude. We got all them old sayings, homie. Let's do the regular Bitcoin chart because people like this one. As you see, this one looks a little more healthy, and some people are going to bring that up. Good point, by the way. Over the 21 EMA here, where you're just in between the 8 and 21 on the CME chart. We're going to see what happens this weekend. I want to warn everyone, if we have a bullish weekend, we're going to form a gap. And if we form that gap will come down and close, which I don't think anyone wants to happen. Okay. So let's be careful what we ask for. 821 cross, not happened yet. We do have 2 over the 8. We don't have 2 over the 21. This would be the second one. And we don't have an 821 cross yet. Close, not yet. 50 MA is a barrier up here, slowly sweeping down little by little. This is why I think we're going to get some bearish or bearish price action in the future here. I run up to the pivot and then a drop back down to make a double bottom would allow this 50 MA to climb down here a little bit. See how that would work right there? And when that happens, hey, we have another barrier right in this zone. Okay. This is fully possible. The last time we fell under the weekly 200-day moving average or 200-week moving average, it spent 7 weeks under there. We've been 1 week so far. So can you hold out until September? Because that very well may be a possibility. All right. There's the Bitcoin analysis for you. It's getting close, closer than it's been in a long time, actually. However, not quite yet. In fact, if it doesn't do something dramatic over the next day or so, I'm assuming Monday we'll get some better price action. I don't really want to do anything on Sundays. I don't like the trade on Sundays. And for obvious reasons, the week closes and price action gets a little wonky. And there's no reason to hurry up and jump into that and just get stuck. And immediately, as soon as you buy, it comes back down. You go, oh man, why? Well, I kind of warned you not to do that on a Sunday, okay? That's Bitcoin. Let's move on to Ethereum here, okay? Start with the futures chart. Same thing we do with Bitcoin. As you see, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to draw that. Got a little yellow arrow drawn right here. I drew this a day or two ago. And sure enough, it's playing out. Heading straight for this 21 EMA. There's a barrier right there. at the pivot and the 21 EMA. It'll have to break both of those to go any higher. We do have a CME gap right here, just the same way we do on Bitcoin. And you can see from this white line right here that we're still under the trend. And if I zoom out a bit, you'll be able to see there's a short-term trend right there. And there's another trend that comes down like this, all right? I just don't have that line drawn in there. I've got all the moving averages on the chart right now just to try to find some rolling resistance. And that's exactly what these moving averages provide. They're kind of rolling resistance or rolling support. You see they are rolling down here one by one. This is the 50, 100, 200-day moving average. All of them provide a barrier for price action to have to break through. It ain't going to hurry up and sprint through all those. We've proven this time and time again. The price action slows up as it hits these lines. This is why I say you'll have plenty of time to buy or sell amongst these lines. They're too far spread out right now. And I'm going to give you the example. Ethereum's a good one to use. Oh, I'm going to turn those back on. And let's turn off this. And in fact, let's turn off the 821 and just use these moving averages here. We'll erase, well, we'll leave these trend lines up. We'll just leave those up. Let's be hypothetical and say price action continues here and starts to move up. Good. Price will come up, break that 21 EMA that we showed a moment ago, potentially break this pivot, and you're going to see this 50-day moving average sweep down near this trend line. That's not going to be easy to break. It hasn't broken it yet this year, okay? If it does break it, the next price action you're going to see is the line bounce around this 50-day moving average, use it for support, turn it from resistance to support, and aim for this 100-day moving average in blue. Typically, when the moving averages are very, very far apart, spread apart, there's nothing worth doing yet. When you see the moving averages all start to ball up into a ball, you tend to see better price action. Just like you saw right here. Everything balled up into a ball. Short people were watching. We were ready for the shorts here. We made a lower low, and then boom, all the moving averages immediately dove off a cliff. Same thing. Well, let's pull up the old school Ethereum chart here. You're going to see this prior to the bull run here, all the way back in 2020, right? All the moving averages bunched up. Look how tight they all got together right here. They were all three right next to each other. And then as we went up, they spread apart and they kind of interlaced, and then they spread apart and they stayed spread apart all the way up to the very tip top until we started coming back down. Now they've spread very far apart again. And as you see, they can run for a long time like that. Don't be hypothetical and think they're just magically going to go back. If we break the 50-day moving average, we're going to get stuck under the 100-day moving average. If we break the 100-day moving average, we're going to get stuck under the heaviest, strongest moving average, the 200-day moving average. Nothing to panic about. This could take quite a while to stretch out. Again, you've got all year to think about what may happen. The last bull cycle lasted 2.5 years to 3 years. We've been in it for about a year so far, maybe less. So relax, have a whiskey, and calm down. There's no reason to freak out about this. You're not missing something super amazing awesome. There is no moon soon. Whomever told you that has lied to you. However, there is a solid possibility that things could improve. Okay? There's my Bitcoin analysis. There's my Ethereum analysis. And there's some moving average analysis for you. Okay? Use those 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages to help you kind of understand where the resistance and support lies and where price action is liable to get hung up or held up at. Okay? Cool. So let's go see some comments. If you guys would, we have 90 people on, 61 likes. Go hit like real quick. They're free. No one charges anything for likes here. Everyone who doesn't like, bro, it's trash. Don't be trash. So if anyone has a chart they want to look at, please feel free to post it up over here in the chat. I'll try to write down as many as I can, and we'll go through them one by one, kind of take a market overview here and see what we can see. All right. Let's see the comments here. I love to talk to people. It's another thing we do here. If you've never been on before, first time talkers, please, first time watchers, jump on and talk. I'm friendly with everyone. I try to say hey to everyone unless someone tries to shield, and I'll kind of shut you down. Or if it's a scammer, obviously the admins will shut you down over here. Life's great in CEO in Colorado. Hope everyone had a great day. Bro, I hope you had a great day. What's the significance of inverting, Alex? It just kind of shows you the opposite of what you may be thinking. If you're developing a bias and you think, oh my God, we're falling up, just flip the chart the other way and see what you would do. All of a sudden it looks bad and you flipped it over. Well, now it looks better if you've put it back the right way it's supposed to be. Just helps you see the other side of the field. All right, so let's see. Ahoy, Keith. I'm watching from my BTC Confluence and Confirmations buy time. Nice, bro. Dunamis, what's up, brother? Good to see you. David R. He says, Keith looking sexy on that clickbait. How you doing, David? Shannon Peacock. Help me help you. Great, Jerry Maguire quote. Absolutely. Thank you. U-Boat, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Terry Brennan. Darth Labs. What's up, John? Good to see you, John. World Tour at Darth Labs. That's right. Martini Time. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Christian, greetings from Bangkok. What's up, Christian? Dude, all the way out there in the South Pacific. Represent, dude. That's awesome. Cycling Cotton. I love the inverse view. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad to see it. Shib. We went straight to the dog coins, bro. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Do we look at dog coins? Of course we'll do it. Whatever. It's fine. I'm trying to be unbiased about everything we look at. It doesn't have to be crypto. If you have a stock or Forex chart or anything you want to look at, housing market, which I want to take a look at before we get off here, because I was talking to some people about the real estate market prior to the stream. Things are wild now. So, G'd out, it says ICP. I almost missed that one. Sorry. DPX. Where's my damn cookie? What's up, bro? Good to see you, brother. You use a variety of indicators. Is there any core set you always use for important buys? 821 EMA is my usual first quick buy. We have some other ones that we're experimenting with. I like RSI and MACD for Confluence, and I like the pivots for Confluence, and I almost always will use Fibonacci retracement to help me find my right times to buy and sell, to be ahead of the curve, so to speak. Rose, KNC. KNC. Thank you, Rogue. 50 EMA crossing through that gravestone on Solana. That's not great. I would agree. AMC and GME. GME, I think, just announced recently a stock split, which means you're going to get more for what you have, but it may be worth less overall. That's part of the game. Sand. Now, if a company's great, like Tesla, you get stock splits, or like Amazon, it doesn't matter. The chart just keeps going up. People are glad they got more and they just buy more. That's the hope. It makes it cheaper for people to buy. That's the idea. But you have twice as much. They're cheaper, but you have twice as many. And in case you didn't know this, folks, when it comes to stocks and equities, there are unlimited shares. It's not like crypto where there's a finite amount. Okay. There are however many Bitcoin there are. There are only so many. And once they're all mined, whatever's out there is whatever's out there. Okay. Stocks aren't like that. They're infinitely expandable. I can have infinite number of Tesla shares. There can be 1 quadrillion Tesla shares. Now, the more of them that are out there, the less they're worth. Okay. That's the idea. Okay. And when a company buys those shares back, they just kind of dissolve them and they get to keep the money. That's kind of the way it works. REN and RLC. Of course, the company can sell shares if they'd like to. They're their own independent thing. Sandbox. What's the ticker for Sandbox? But I'll try to look at it. Buzzkill of the stream, which Divvy, gotcha. For the emotional crowd. Do you think the inflation data next week will affect markets? No, Vic. I think what'll happen will happen before we ever get any news. You'll typically never see me look at the news here. And the reason is because what we do is kind of ahead of the news. We'll be ahead of whatever happens. And I don't mean on the 1 minute charts. That's not how things work. That's degenerate and stupid. I mean on the daily, weekly, and monthly charts. We're already ahead of whatever news cycle comes out. We're going to know that prior the day before or the week before what's going to happen before that stuff ever happens. That's the reason we were able to say that Luna was a sale on April 11th before it ever fell off the cliff. Okay. We told everyone here I wouldn't buy Luna. I would be out of Luna right now. I definitely don't want any Luna. And then it fell off. We were already out of it. USD to the Filipino peso. What is the Filipino peso ticker? I'll look it up. What's the matter, Kyle? Got a little sand? Stupid dude. Hello. Think next week's CPI number, if it's down higher than last month, will bring down BTC. Nope. Don't think anything has to do with anything like that. You're going to see charts do their thing no matter what the news happens. You're going to see the news come out and the charts not move at all. And you're going to go, well, why didn't it move? Well, you were looking for something that wasn't ever going to happen. That's the best way to describe it. Let's see. Do you anticipate the merge to pump ETH? No, I don't think anything's going to pump. I don't think anything's going to dump. Remove that vernacular from your brain. That's emotional trigger words to make you think whether you should be buying or selling. Neither one of those are realistic. Okay. The word moon, pump, all that. Nah, just remove them from your vocabulary. That's all. This is a mean thing to say, but it's amateur thinking. All right. Don't look at it like that. You're already going to be buying before that ever happens. You'll already sell before that ever happens. So don't even have to worry about that. It's already a foregone conclusion as far as the chart's concerned. We've proven that time and time again. You can go back and watch any old live stream, which I do from time to time, just to check myself, and you'll end up seeing what we say is actually the truth. PHP USD, I got you. All right, USDT. Morning, everyone. Crypto Tari, my idol, right there in the chat, everybody. What's up, brother? Give him a round of applause. That's the man, the myth, and legend. The man, the myth, the legend, Avatar. My man is exactly who I want to be when I grow up. Let's see. Morning, everyone. Yep, that's him. Late entry. What's up, Ludio Double G? PSIT. Got you, Terry. Thank you, brother. RGRTS. All right, let's look some of these over for a second. Let's see, 6 a.m. I'm leaving the house then. Oh, hell yeah. All right, cool. 98 people on, 77 people liking. Hit like real quick, folks. Let's get that thing up to 100 likes. Be the first time in a while. Let's go through some of these charts. Let's start with SHIB. People want to know about dog coins. Well, I get it. Let's have a gander at the dog coins. Bam. Okay, so if we remove our 821, we're not even looking at that. We're just doing moving averages. You see this thing is doing exactly what I said Bitcoin may end up doing. You hit the 50-day moving average. It slowly failed the 50-day moving average until that 8 and 21 EMA caught up. See that? 8 and 21 EMA pushed through the 50-day moving average, and now the 50-day moving average is support. Excellent. SHIB looks better than most. And why do I say that? Well, you're seeing it's moved into a different support range that other ones haven't. How about the pivots? How do they look? Look at there. You're over the pivot, but you're under R1. So we may see some range back and forth here. Either way, it's not a sell at the moment. It's not a sell at the moment. In fact, it's never been a sell on the 8 and 21 EMA downward cross yet, since it was a buy back on June 23rd. Excellent. SHIB's doing great. This is still a buy. It's not a sell. It looks more bullish than most. If I had some price targets in mind, they would be 1 bazillion zeros, 1175. I don't even know how to calculate that number. It's too many zeros and I'm old. Or the 236 fib here at 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros, 1295. But SHIB looks good. Solana. Let's have a gander at Solana. All right. Solana, like I said a minute ago, kind of stuck in this wedge. Doesn't look super great that it's stuck in this wedge and throwing this gravestone doji right here, or the upside down dragonfly right now, which is super not good. This could turn into a shooting star. This thing could come down and bounce up and turn into a spinning top or a dancing top or a hanging man. Tons of chart patterns, not the point. It hasn't broken trend yet. It's stuck under the 50-day moving average and hasn't done what SHIB has done, which is push through. Okay, what you saw SHIB do was the 8 and the 21 eventually crossed this 50-day moving average. And as you see, we're not quite there yet. We're still a few days away from that. So while it is a buy signal, be careful here. We may get some sideways or down price action short term, followed by what may go up to price targets of $43 and potentially $47. Watch closely. Solana is not a sell. VIDT. VIDT. All right. Man, this thing took off like a Look at that thing. This is what I said doesn't usually happen. It's a good example of things that can happen. This thing blew through the 50, 100, and 200-day moving averages all at once. When this happens, typically things retrace just as hard. Now, yes, you did get a buy signal down here after this big monster green candle, and it's still going. Let's have a look at the weekly chart. My goodness, look at this thing just blowing through every barrier known to man. Nothing much you can do about this one. In my opinion, this train has already left the station, and I wouldn't bother with it. I would wait on another chart to do something similar. This one's already a little too far gone for me. This is up hundreds of percent probably. 250%. Yeah, that one's gone. I'm not going to try to buy that and catch that wave. It's already gone for me. But it's not a sale. But I do think this is going to retrace. So I'll put an asterisk beside this to look back at it later. ICP. Okay. ICP, again, same situation, stuck under the 50-day moving average. Also under the pivot, so this line right here is a barrier of importance. If it can break this barrier, you do have an 821 EMA cross forming, but it's not quite there yet. Be careful that we don't get a double bottom. Could happen. Let's watch carefully. I'd like to see it break and hold this pivot for some significant amount of time. If it can do that, then we can come up here and test $8.50 again, which is a mountain up there. First, $7.50 though, because there's resistance there. But I do like the way ICP looks. It's almost a buy signal. Can't say it's a sale because it's not. DPX. I don't see a DPX. Someone said DPX, and I wrote that down, but it doesn't show up. Rose. That one's real. All right, similar situation here. It's gotten very tight on the price action. You've got a flag and a flag formed. Could it form another one? Yes, it could. Almost an 821 cross. Similar situation as ICP. This one's not as far along, but it does look better than most. Again, we're seeing some what appears to be relief bounces here. Man, yeah, I'd feel more comfortable if this was up above 6 cent. Up above 6 cent would be more comfortable for me. Just isn't quite there yet. Be careful, okay? Not quite there, but it's not a sale. KNC. All right. Going right through the list here. Good bit of room to the 50-day moving average, but expect this thing to get stuck at the pivot right here at $1.55. Good bullish 821 cross, almost there, but not quite. You do have 2 over the 8, but you're not quite having an 821 cross just yet. Close, close. 100-day moving average is about to push through the 200. That's happened already on almost every single chart. This hasn't happened on KNC yet. KNC may move a little higher based on this. Let's watch and see. I like the way this chart looks on KNC. All right, AMC, which is a movie theater company. All right, AMC has an 821 cross upward. You've broken the 50, but you're stuck under the 100-day moving average, and you have pivots in the way. Could be a little bit more bullish in the future here. Let's look at the high time frame. Everything kind of scraping the bottom, and you did fall into the 200 weekly moving average. So there's a good solid barrier at $14.80 here. I don't see this thing mooning, but it isn't bad. I'll put an asterisk beside this one to check it later. GME, which is GameStop. All right. GameStop has a nice move up today. Breaking the almost an 821 cross. I bet you're going to get a retest at about 130 here. You do have the 200-day moving average, which is stuck under at 143.80, roughly. That's going to be a hard barrier to break. If it can break that, you've got to get through this big downtrend right here that you see has been forming for quite a while. I would be happier if it broke this trend line than if it stayed around under here and floated around trying to catch that little bit of percent that you're going to get in price difference. I don't know that that's worth it rather than waiting for the break and a run if it does come. I have plenty of time to see it here, okay? So stocks tend to move a little slower than crypto. This one's a little bit more volatile than most based on moon boys and hype stuff, but we don't care about that. We're just based on what we see off the chart. 102 people on. Let's go, man. That deserves a drink. Jameson Black Barrel. Let's go. So GME doesn't look bad. Don't get me wrong. But I do see a retest around 130. Put a star beside that one too. Sand. Let's go to Sand. USD. I compare everything to USD real quick before someone asks for a reason. Quite simply, the dollar's king. Comparing it to any other asset other than the dollar is going to give you mixed results on the chart, first of all. Secondly, it can compound your errors by looking at something versus, let's say, BNB or AVAX or Ethereum or Bitcoin, because those charts move just as fast as the chart you're looking at. All you're really comparing is how the chart that you're emotionally attached to is comparing versus a chart that you wish you were emotionally attached to. Well, there's no emotions allowed in investing. That's really not necessary. Compare it to the dollar, because no matter what, you're selling to the dollar one day for profits. You're not going to sell into Ethereum and go buy groceries with that. If you do try to do that, it'll convert it to dollars and then give the grocery store dollars, not Ethereum. They don't accept Ethereum, and unless you're in certain places, which is rare, like 1% of the world. So compare it to the dollar. It's just easier. All right. Great look right here on Sand. It looks a lot like SHIB, where it's broken the 50-day moving average, 821 EMA crossing up. Very good. R1's a barrier. 100-day moving average right here is probably going to work its way down to R2 at $1.55. So you got barriers at 138, 155, and there's a trend line here to break on Sand that hasn't done yet, but you have a bullish cross here. That's good. Even short term, that's good. Let's pull a pivot on. You know what? Let's pull the fib on this. I want to see the fibs. I want to see the fibs on this. Let's go to our last lower high to here. And yeah, it looks like the fibs are respecting these lines pretty well. Tighten them up here. Yep. 138 is going to be a tough barrier. And then about 169, 170 range. If we can get there. If we can't get there, we can break that zone. We'll probably go farther than that and potentially test this trend line over here. Sand looks really good based on the fibs too. So I'm going to put a check mark beside that one. I like the way that looks. REN. All right. REN's going to have a similar situation. Let's throw a fib on that. Oh, yeah. REN looks good here. Even though it threw that really ugly green candle right there with a ton of sell pressure, it may not break that sell pressure, but you still can run up to it. Just be careful that it may fail. Over the 50-day moving average, again, very nice. 821 cross up, under R1, but you're over the pivot. RSI and MACD have room to go. You're about to cross bullish on the MACD, as a matter of fact. Hasn't done that in a long time for REN. Getting close. Very good. I like the way REN looks. That gets a check mark. Let's answer some questions real quick before I go too far here. 87 people on, man. I'm 99 people on. 87 likes. Y'all go, everybody go hit like. Let's get to 100. I want to see 100 likes. That'd be awesome. Frank says, welcome new people. If you haven't done so, we have a Discord link right there for everyone. Right here is our Discord. Let me jump over to the general chat. We've had tons of talk lately in here. Here you are. Discord, everybody. We have tons and tons and tons of stuff in here. We have instructional videos. We have all the live streams pinned up here. We do Zoom calls for the unlimited members. If you're a Patreon member, once a week. We'll probably do more than that soon. We have different groups for different admins who can all talk on here all at one time if they want to, or they can do what they want to in their channel. Private lessons on here. We have a ton of stuff on here, okay? Discord is free for the general members. You don't have to pay for this. It's free. It's free, everybody. The link's right there in the chat. BNB looking like it hit its 820 EMA. Let me put BNB on the list here. We'll look at that as well. RSR, got you, Rug. How's hockey sales going, brother? Yeah, educated dummy, it's a yes for Sol. Carbon crypto, right, I got you. Gandalf the Gray says AVAX, got you, AVAX. DXP might be only DeFi, but it's maybe, oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Can't spell Discord without disco. Yeah, I had some music queued up. Ha! I'm an idiot. POLS. Look at that one. Matic. Again, be careful, everyone. This is short-term price action. This is not bullish, 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 okay? What's up? Good to see ya. Navi Nat, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Rune. Keith, if most traders are bots and they're epitome of unemotional, then who are we taking profits from? You're doing the same thing as the bots. You're taking profits from bots just like they're taking profits from you. This is all part of the game. As long as you're on the exchange, you're doing the same thing as them. You're just doing it on your own rather than the bot doing it for you. The exchange sells to you. You sell to the exchange. You're doing the exact same thing they are. DeFi may be a little different. It's the same situation. The bots are on there too, doing the exact same thing. There are multiple different kind of bots, et cetera, et cetera. Using the exchange as the medium is the easiest way to understand this. You know what I mean? You're selling to them, they're selling to you, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Rarely are you ever buying from a person. All right. I'm not falling for that, Ronan. He put LOL. I'm not falling for that. Maybe I will. KDA. Man, y'all got a ton of charts to look at. I'm not going to make it, am I? Do Thor. Just kidding. Ha! Not going to do it, bro. I'm not going to blow $1 million on a video game that was never going to work to begin with. I'm not going to buy AVAX at $70 and then pay someone when it's $17 and expect them to just take that as this. That's going to be $1 million. No, that's $300,000, not $1 million. In case you don't know how charts work. New memes incoming. Ha! Brother Bill. What's up? 100X coin and crypto. Good to see you, brother. All right. Moving on. RLC. We'll have a gander at RLC, no problem. By the way, everyone who's a unlimited member, remember, please, there's a Zoom after this over in the unlimited chat. I'll have the chat link posted up there, and you'll be able to find it. RLC did have a Bollinger Band squeeze here, and it did pop and move. Now you're sitting over the 8 EMA, over the 21 EMA, over the 50-day moving average, but you're stuck under the 100. This thing may jog sideways a bit longer. Not bearish. It's still over the pivot, which is 95 cents. You may get a test there. But RLC doing its best to hold its own. Not a sale. Divi. Divi came off of S1. It's behind others. It's lagging a bit here, like Ethereum and Bitcoin. This one is not as bullish as others. Why do I say that? Well, it's not as far along, right? So you got stuck under the 8 EMA here for a while. You haven't quite made a move. However, if this follows along with others, which may or may not happen, you have good percentage here and good risk reward. Even if it hits the 21 EMA, that's 5% with a potential fail of 4%. So that's 1-to-1. By the way, real quick, can anyone Google who won between the Braves and the Cardinals tonight? Me and my kid were watching it, but he had to go to bed and had to come in here right when it was a 10th inning or whatever. If this thing can run to the pivot, like many of others have, then you're looking at 25% for Divi. So it's not bad risk reward, even though it's not a buy signal yet. So it's almost worth the risk. USD versus the Filipino peso. USD PHP. Little Forex for everybody. Holy shit. PHP is doing terrible. Oh my God. The dollar is smoking it. It is in it's in a full-on parabola here. No reason to stop until it shows you a sell signal. You could maybe scalp a little profits off the top here, but this thing is full-on going with the wind. US dollar is smoking the Filipino dollar. USDT dominance. I drew a little arrow here saying it was coming down, and it came down, huh? It's almost like TA works, and we saw this coming. You got an 821 downward cross right there, everybody. Do you see that? Let me zoom in there for all the people who really, really, really hate TA and really don't believe anything I say and love to be a jerk to me anytime they get a chance, or just ignore me because even though they know I'm right, I don't want to say anything about it. I don't necessarily like being right all the time because sometimes it's bad news. Look at here. That's an 821 downward cross. Now we're using the 50-day moving average as support. Can it hold it? Well, we just saw multiple charts break through the 50-day moving average upward. Here's a situation where the 8 EMA, 21 EMA may push down here in such a fashion that I will draw for you now. May push down here and run right up against that 50-day moving average and cause the price to fall under. Don't say someone didn't tell you. Okay? Let's pull a fib on this real quick and see some Fibonacci retracement and see what it looks like. How bad could it get for USDT, which is good for the market, the crypto market. It shows money's going back in. You're sitting right at Sniper's Alley right now. Could be some short-term relief here, okay? Don't get mad if we have some red in the weekend. It's typical. If we fail this, we're heading back down to S1 at 6.5%. That's from 7% to 6.5%. It's a 12.5% loss, isn't it? It's pretty close. I was close, 11%. Okay, cool. That 11% is likely to go back into the market, not to go into dollars. People are wanting to buy the bottom. They're not wanting to sell the bottom, unless you just don't know what you're doing completely, which is what we used to do before we learned how to do TA, which you can learn how to do simply by clicking on our website right here. You click on our website, you have everything at your disposal. You have a Discord. It's free. Just click it. If you would like to get full access, you can pay with crypto by clicking here, or you can pay on Patreon. Same difference, only this comes out of your PayPal or your business bank account or your regular bank account, however you want to do it. Don't want to do that and would rather have a one-on-one consult? I got you, fam. All booked up for July. Mostly booked up for August already. I know it looks like a lot of times are available, but it's 1 or 2 hours per day. Some of them are already taken. If you're going to get in, you better get in now. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. All the tools that you need at your disposal for you to learn a little bit more. All right. You're wrong for 16% of the time, Ronan said. Ha! That's close enough, bro. Shout out to my Filipinos, Dar said. Duerte is Dar's uncle. Oh, you're stupid. Cardinals 111. Thanks a lot, Alvin. You ruined my night. Jerk. Thanks, Bullish CEO. You ruined my night, jerk. That's all right. They tried hard. They don't win every game. All right. Let's go to a PSIT. Try to get some more charts in here and shut up. I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I get the talking and blah, blah, blah. And my bad. PSIT is going to be a no. It's got a lot of close but no cigar action to it. RGRTS. RGRTS. Short sale volume. Yeah, you're seeing lots of short sales. Yeah, okay. Well, good. This shows me that I'm not sure what you're looking for here. This looks like an economic thing, as if people are losing their mortgages. I'm not positive on that. I'll need some more data for this chart to understand what it is first. And I don't really have the time right now to look it up, so I'm going to make a circle around this. I'm going to come back to it. BNB. I'm no expert, and I don't claim to be. I'm not a real professor, everyone. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. 2 more likes. Come on, y'all. 2 more likes. Let's go. We can do this. 2 more. 2 more likes for 100. Somebody out there's got to hit the like button real quick. It's free and cheap and easy. Come on, man. BNB, 821 upper cross, breaking the pivot, facing toward the 50-day moving average. It's close. This is going to get close. R1, just up here above it, underneath the 100-day moving average. These both become targets. The 50-day moving average becomes a target at roughly 250, and the R1 at roughly 295 or 300. Both of those have a possibility of getting hit here on BNB, but we must bide our time and be careful. You almost have an 821 cross. You'll probably get it this weekend. 101 likes. Let's go. And we drink. Whew. All right. Whiskey. Let's go. Pull up VNQ. That's Zach Bowman. What's up, Zach? Good to see you, brother. I've been stupid busy, bro. Vanguard. Yeah, Vanguard hopping over the 821 here. Over the pivot. Guess what, folks? Real estate ETF. Showing that it might want to buy. However, this is in a downtrend. So be careful. Be careful. Let me pull up XLRE real quick, which is Select Real Estate. Similar situation. all this up, head and shoulders, down, down. Could this be a wick off accumulation pattern? It could be. We don't have any proof of that yet. It already hit the 382 fib. If this gets stuck under the 50-day moving average and can't break loose, we're possible testing 36 down here. And that's bad for real estate, but it's good for anyone who wants to buy some real estate because it'll be cheaper. As you're seeing, the real estate market has fallen off by about 15% here. So anyone who tells you it hasn't and tells you that the market's booming right now isn't wrong. However, what they're not seeing is there's signs that it wants to top out. It's never been as high as it is recently. Okay. Can this come back down? You're damn right it can. It's fully possible. So it comes down here to 36. That's going to be blowing through some resistance, which it's got right here in support. It's got support right here. Plenty of support down here. Possible to get hung up. Yep, same thing you said. Shannon Peacock, is VIDT possibly a harbinger of some other increases? Any other canary or coal mine coins? Canary in a coal mine. I didn't get to all the assets tonight. I apologize, everyone. I'll try to get to some other ones. This one's a little bit of an outlier. We've already done it once. We've already looked at this. I don't know if this is canary in a coal mine for more coins. Be careful. The best thing to do here is just to look for your 821 crosses and play it smart. If you see it break the 50-day moving average, that's good. That's good. And this one did here. Okay. It played around with it for a couple of days before it actually broke loose. All right. You had an 821 cross back here. So if you had bought the 821 cross when it came in back here, you'd been good to go. Right. You'd already been in it. Just buy your 821 crosses and be smart about this. Don't go ape shit and throw a ton of money at stuff. I don't think that's the wise thing to do at all. I don't want to see anybody blow through a bunch of money here. I'd like to see people be smart about it. Ben saying 23-24 for the big short again. Fully possible, Frank. Fully possible, bro. You know that. All right. Let's do AVAX. Oh, let's do RSR. Sorry, I do RSR first. RSR, there you go, Rug. Over the 50, over the 8, about to be over 821 cross. 100-day moving average at 009, almost 1 cent is a good, reasonable target for almost 1 cent. 0.009 is a good target for reserve right, RSR. Looks good. AVAX. I should have did this one earlier. It's one of the Moon Boy coins. Let's take a second to talk real quick. I wanted to kind of save this one, but I did want to talk about it early also. The recent stuff that happened with Guardians of Asgard. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. They funded the video game with $1 million worth of AVAX at around $70. AVAX fell all the way down to $13, roughly 17-ish. That's about a 70+% loss. Call it 70. That's $700,000 lost. Lost. Now you need to pay your people. But how do you pay your people when you lost $700,000 worth of devaluation because you hodled? Ouch. Trust the team, folks. Trust the team, right? I trust that they're working hard and got good things coming. I don't trust anybody with my money, folks. Sorry. Now you know why. Now you know why. But good news, this thing has broken a trend line. It is over the 821 EMA. And you're going to see that it's heading towards that same 50-day moving average as many others. Going to probably get stuck under here short term. Maybe does a double test and comes back and tests that trend line. Nothing wrong with that. Be careful. If it fails this trend line, that's bad. But it hasn't come anywhere close to doing that yet. So intent is bullish here. Short term anyway. Usually when it runs through everything like that, it comes back to check, like Frank said. Frank, it's coming. The bank's got more on the deficit in 2008. We may see 2000 prices. Trust your feelings. That's pretty good. 2022 will be seen as one of the best buying periods ever. Real estate, stocks, crypto. It's fully possible. That's fully possible. CRO. Let's look at CRO real quick. That's an exchange coin. Ooh. Hey, coming off the bottom though, potentially crypto.com making a move here. Can they be solvent through all this madness? They still got a bunch of UFC fighters wearing their shirts, bro. Just saying. Could be solvent. 821 cross incoming, but not there yet. You have good room to the 50-day moving average at about 14 cent. That's not bad. Not bad. Could go farther than that. Resistance around 17.5. But chart looks pretty good. Matic. MATIC. Call it that one. Close enough. Broken trend, great. Over the 821, over the 50, Matic looks better than most. I like it. Better than most. One Harmony, yeah. Bullish CEO has been talking about One Harmony for years now. I hope you sold some of it when things got bad, brother, because this thing has been in a ruthless downtrend. Ruthless downtrend. Just now sneaking back over the 8 EMA, a little less bullish than most. It looks a lot like Divi, D-I-V-I. Under the 8. Over the 8, but under the 21, not even close to the 50-day moving average yet. One Harmony had a major big-time run when it went, and now you're paying the consequences for that. It's got to retrace. It's got to breathe, and it's breathed a lot. Good target of 2.5 cents here. Okay, that's a decent, good target, and you're at roughly under 2 cents now, so probably about a 25% move is possible for One Harmony, but not good enough yet. It looks a lot like Bitcoin does right now. So it's sitting there close, but not quite good enough. You know what I mean? Hector. Ooh, we ain't looked at this scam shit in a minute. All right. It's time to talk about it. It hasn't ever broken this trend, and now it looks appears that it has a trend break here over the 8, over the 21, over the 50. What do the other moving averages look like? You've broken the 50, but you haven't broken the 100. You're stuck under it. This is what I was talking about. You may see other charts get stuck under the blue line right here, which is the 100-day moving average. Stuck right under it right there. May get hung up. And even if it does break that, you got the 200 up here that will apply pressure. It will apply pressure and hold it down. It's typical of the 200-day moving average. Can't deny that it's a buy signal, though. Can't deny that. It's not a sell. 100% will not be getting involved in this. No one can tell me to do it. Just did CRO, Sultan. Just did CRO, brother. What's up, Nomad? He said, late, but I'm here, damn it. FTM. All right. 821. Almost got a bullish cross. You're almost over the pivot. Close, not there yet. You do have the 50-day moving average to hold you up. There's a ton of room here between the 50 and the 100. If you can get past the resistance at roughly 38 cents, 37 cents-ish, then that lends you to more gains here, all the way up to 57 possibly. But that's not going to be easy, okay? That may take a bit to get there. There's shit in the way. There's kind of trash in the way of the chart, and isn't going to be able to sprint up there very quickly. But it looks good, and I can't deny that. KDA will be the last one we do tonight. Kadena chain. Kadena, still not a buy, not even really that close. Find a better chart. Binance. I'm sorry, that was the wrong chart. 821 cross incoming, under the pivot, under the 50, under the 236. If it can cross the 50, if it can cross that 21 EMA and get a bullish cross, $1.84 is a decent target for Kadena chain. And then after that, that level supports $2. $2 supports 2.5, but those barriers will have to be broken after $1.85 breaks. One step at a time, okay? So, listen, that was a ton of charts tonight, honestly. That was a ton. I was like 40 charts or some shit. I can't even count that high. 100 people on, 112 likes. Thank every single fucking one of you guys. I appreciate you all so much more than you realize. It humbles the shit out of me that this market is down this far. Listen, this market is down so far, yet 100 people still come and hang out and watch. 112 people hit like. all people wanting to see charts, not BS. You guys have no idea how much that means to me, how much that matters to me, that people want to see the people want to see the facts. They don't want the hopium. And that's awesome. We are making a small dent on a big, humongous door, but we're beating down the door a little at a time. So thank every single one of y'all for coming. I appreciate the hell out of all of you. I'll leave you with this like I do every stream. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., y'all, the 102, 115 of y'all that came, could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to come hang out with me. I appreciate the hell out of that. Y'all guys have no idea how much. Thank you. I'll see y'all all in the next stream. Unlimited Zoom chat after this. See y'all there. Y'all be good. Till Tuesday. Peace.